Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Black Beacon. So I just finished my live stream. I'm currently level 15 right now. And if you guys haven't checked out my Black Beacon live stream, I recommend you guys to do so. We had a great time. This game is really fun. But in this video, I wanted to talk about a specific character that you guys should be focusing on, and that character is Zero. Zero is just absolutely insane. The fact that she is a 4-star character and you can max her out and get her exclusive 5-star weapon. Like, come on, dude. That's chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss. These developers really generous. So what is insane about this character? Why should you guys take the time to invest in this unit and actually level her up and use her? So first things first, let's go ahead and cover the basics here. So she is a buff charge unit. So when we take a look at her skills over here, so here's what's really good about her. Her basic attack, ignore this. There's nothing serious about this. But however, when you come over here to her uh talents, right? So for her talent 2, right, it says all allies gain 10% damage resistance for 20 seconds after using the ultimate skill, which is this over here, Phantom Wing. Nothing too crazy, not bad. Damage resistance, pretty solid. For 20 seconds, actually pretty good. When we come over here, it says for talent 4, casting Brilliant Night additionally increases all team members' crit damage by 20%. This is a talent 4, so as long as you're leveling up the character, you're going to unlock this talent no matter what. That's why you guys should invest in this character, because you want to get that talent 4. And then for talent 5, you're going to get a 5% additional attack. So out of all these talents, the best one here is obviously talent 4, free crit damage increase. Now, after that, you guys can see over here, when we take a look at her passive skill. Now, passive skill, also pretty nice as well. It says Zero activates passive skill after casting Wing Radiant Blade. While in this state, Zero loses feather light points over time and cannot replenish them. Her basic attacks become Radiant Blade until feather light points deplete. In addition, you can tap basic attack shortly after casting Brilliant Night to launch the final move. So they're pretty much explaining you how her passive works. And it says right here, the last move inflicts a huge amount of light anomaly, which is really good. Light anomaly, think of it as like spectral frazzle in Wuthering Waves. It's like an element. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she can inflict, a huge amount of light anomaly on the enemy, really good. When we come over here, okay? We come over here to her level. We come over to her skill 2. This is also pretty cracked as well, because when we read this, you guys can see over here, over multiple strikes and inflicting a huge amount of light anomaly. In addition, she increases all team members' attack for 20 seconds. Now, they don't really tell you how much attack she gives. You have to come over here to the skill data, and it says a 19.25% attack boost. And the crazy thing is, you guys can level this up. You can literally level this up. So when you're leveling up this character, my you should focus on skill 2. Like skill 2, focus on this. Level this up as much as possible. So level up skill 2, level up passive skill, and also level up skill 1. When it comes to her ultimate skill, I wouldn't level this up. I mean, you can if you want, but this shouldn't be your main priority. But skill 2 should be your number one priority. Passive skill, then skill 1. And then basic attack, this is just nobody cares about this. So her skill 2 is absolutely cracked, man. You get so much attack. But remember, guys, that's just her kit. When we take a look at her combo, it says over here, look at that. When combo charge is ready, tap combo skill to immediate release. A Brilliant Night combo while in the burst state. A Blade Feather and Brilliant Night are always in effect. Really good. So that is literally her base kit. Now, when we take a look at her constellations, right? Right now, I currently have her at I'll say I'm not gonna say constellation because that's from Genshin Impact. So I'm just gonna say I have one dupe on her. When you reach 2 dupes, you can further increase all team members' attack by 10%. Okay, and then we go even further. You're increasing her damage. It says over here, you're increasing the final strike damage of Radiant Blade by 20%. And we come over here, you're act like it says while passive skill library access is activated, Feather Light depletes 50% slower, and Radiant Blade deals 10% more damage. And then for I think this is max copies, right? Like if we go back over here, so this is her max dupes, right? So pretty much more damage. So obviously, you at least want to get 2 dupes on her. But the thing is, you can max her out, which is great. So that is literally her kit, guys. Additional attack, additional crit damage. Really, really nice. All you have to do is level up the character and reach 2 dupes. Easy, easy W. Now, when it comes to her weapon, right, we come back over here. So if you guys are trying to figure out how can you get her free weapon, so you come to this over here. You come to the, there it is. You come to the 0 event. So it says clear the first 5 chapters to unlock 0 and an exclusive 5-star weapon. So you guys can see, as long as you're progressing through the story, you're going to get her max dupes no matter what. So once you reach chapter 5, you're going to reach max dupes for 0. But for chapter 3, once you reach chapter 3, you're going to get this weapon. This weapon gives you a 12% pierce. It's also going to increase Anzu's damage. And then when we take a look at Pierce, Pierce is actually a pretty good stat because Pierce pretty much ignores the enemy's defense. So she'll be able to deal, a lot more damage with this 5-star weapon. So honestly, her 5-star weapon isn't that crazy. The Pierce is good, but of course the best part about this character is her I'll say her C2, which is 2 dupes on her, and of course the attack increase and crit damage increase. So you guys can clearly see that this character is very, very important. And the fact that she is a 4-star unit, you guys should not waste any time and build her immediately. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do her tutorial real quick so I can actually show you guys how she works. All right, now keep in mind, she is not like a main damage dealing unit. You want to use her as like a support character. So let's just wait for this to load up. And a lot of people said that, pairing her up with Logos, right? Logos was actually pretty good. So here we go. This is your skill. All right. Use your skill. And then use it again. You guys can see that light anomaly. You can see it just, slowly building up. So we do this. Do that right here. And then we do her skill 2. And then when you do her skill 2, look at that. It says after enabling Wing Radiant Blade, basic attacks will be enhanced to become Shining Blade. So you do this right here. There you go. Look at that. Dude, this is a 4-star unit, man. And it says tap Wing Radiant Blade again to release the second stage of Brilliant Night. And then it says Brilliant Night will increase 30% the entire team's attack. So once you click this over here, look at that. You get an attack boost. And that applies to the entire team. Okay. We keep going. There we go. So that's pretty much how the character works. She is literally easy to use. You just tap skill 1 2 times, and then you use skill 2, and then you do basic attack, and then you do skill 2 again to get that additional attack boost. So we're gonna go and do it right now. So here, boom. We have to wait for the skill 2 to charge up first. So you have to keep using the skill 1, and then once the skill 2 is charged, then you use it right here, and you guys can see the attack boost. Really, really simple. All you have to do is charge up her skill 2, and then once it's charged up, you do the same combo again, and then you use skill 2. Right? You guys can see I can't use it right now. So here we go. Let's use it again. Skill 2. Boom. Attack boost. That's it. She's just really easy and simple to use. Really easy and simple to use. All you have to do is put her on your team, and you just do the same combo over and over again, and you switch to your main DPS unit. Just do this. All right. Keep doing some basic attacks here. All right, let's do it again. And then you do this. Attack boost. And then you guys can see glaring. So glaring, I think glaring activates once you like max out the light anomaly, right? You see this bar up here? I think once what was that? But once you max this out right here, the bar, it's gonna say glaring. There it is. Yeah. So when you max out that bar, when you guys see this over here fully maxed out, is gonna say glaring on the enemy, and you're pretty much going to receive additional damage like this. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. This game is so damn cool, bro. I hope they release a PC client for this game because it's so technical, right? Like the combos are so cool, and they synchronize with every character. Like if you're trying to use Zero on your team, like she's not a clunky unit. Very easy to use. know. But you guys can see she is mostly an assist character, and she's not really hard to use whatsoever. Really, really easy to use. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Just want to let you guys know that Zero is absolutely cracked, and you guys should definitely invest in this character right now because she is going to take your account to a whole new level. You can easily max her out. You can get her exclusive 5-star weapon. Really nice character. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I think the next video is going to be me talking about this badass dude right here called Li Chi. This guy is sick, man. He is so cool. I think that I think he's going to be the next video. I don't know. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hope y'all have a good one. I'll be catch you guys soon. Adios.